Welcome to Diabolus In Podcastica with Toomey and Wadzilla.
What is up, everybody? Welcome into another episode of Diabolus In Podcastica. As always, I am Joshua Toomey, joined by...
Oh, yeah! That was live and on video.
We are live and uncut this week. Checking out the YouTubes and the Facebooks and all that good stuff. We already even have a Facebook comment from Ian Woods, and it says it looks like at first glance, he thought it said Toomey and Ian were bringing DP to the screen.
Yeah, but that was like hours ago. He's not live. Is anybody watching this live now? I don't see.
You gotta give them a few minutes to pop in. You know, everybody's rolling in. It's gonna take a few minutes, so we can just start the show as we normally do, and they'll start rolling in.
Keep rolling.
Oh,
what?
See, I told you, you're way bigger into new metal than me.
Oh, I love that shit. I'm all about the orgy. You know me.
Oh, I do enjoy some orgy myself. Are we talking about the band or the activity?
I'm the place where I met your wife. What you guys make me this?
When I was high-fiving you?
Yeah. That was you?
So what's been going on this weekend in New Orleans, man? This has been a short week for Diabolus In Podcastica listeners because the episode just came out, but it's been a little bit since you and I have talked.
Yeah. What, we recorded like a week ago or so. That's just another day in New Orleans. Fucking COVID shit, bullshit. I think we're getting sent back down to phase 1 here soon. How you doing? Where you're in Indiana, right?
Yeah, I'm technically in Indiana, and we go into full on mask mode on Monday. So mask in. Yeah. Everybody wear your mask.
Yeah, I got to do it. You got to do it, motherfuckers. I get like mask knee. That's like a thing now, from like breathing in this fucking mask all day. I get zits again. It's like I'm fucking 46. When do I stop getting zits, for Christ's sake? Now when I breathe into a fucking mask.
It's funny is a lot of the grocery stores here and stuff have been suggesting you wear a mask for a while. So, I've got the one, like I said, in the car. Even my youngest, the 5-year-old, he likes wearing his because he thinks he looks like a ninja. So, I don't really see the problem with it, man. But there's been so many people online just like, I will not wear a mask. It's against my constitutional rights and all this other stuff. It's just like, just put the mask on. Shut up.
Yeah, ninja, please. Put on your goddamn mask.
Just put on the mask.
Yeah. So who we got here? Who am I talking to? We got nobody yet, huh? Wow.
Nobody's jumping in. We're gonna get there. It takes a second.
What a great idea this was. I'm so glad I'm gonna be hungover on Friday. At least I got the weekend off.
Well, who thinks this is a good idea, and that would be our henchmen. Yeah. So this week we've got Rock and Ron Runyon, Daniel Lee, Christopher Ellefson, Joseph Staub, Chris Sinzak, Jay Sabluski, Mark Alden Taylor, Kenneth Waugh, Keith Rockford, and Samuel Wetz, all sharing the show. And if you would like to become a henchman, make sure to share this episode from the official Facebook page. Make sure you check it out and let your friends know that you're listening and become our henchman. Do our dirty work.
Yeah, fucking henchman. And leave a goddamn iTunes review because I got no iTunes review to read.
Yeah, no iTunes review this week. Let's check it out. Make sure there's nothing there, but I do not see any iTunes reviews.
We should have made something up, to look good. Cover up the fact that nobody showed up to this live event.
People are popping in.
Where? I don't see nobody.
Yeah, Daniel Lee, greetings from Melbourne, Australia.
Yeah, Dingo ate my baby. I love my Australian fans, man. Australia gets me for some reason. I don't know. I'm a national treasure that nobody wants. But man, greetings from Melbourne, Australia. That's awesome. Daniel Lee fucking rules. Cranky.
Let's see here. Got something I'm not seeing on the screen here, but Matt Weller's Dick said that was a good can pop.
Oh, sweet.
Aaron Smith says, "What the hell?" Jimmy James Schwartz says, "Hey, ladies." Michael
Get
Lynch is with
funky.
a hey.
Hey, Michael Lynch. Michael Lynch. Another Australian. Another great Australian.
What time? What is it, like first thing in the morning in Australia right now? What's going on over there?
I have no idea. They're a bunch of smooth criminals from Britain. I love them. I love my Australian listeners.
So yeah, give them some talk about the iTunes reviews. You said you were going to chastise them.
Yeah. Is there anybody here who hasn't left an iTunes review? Leave one. Ian is in the champagne room. Woo woo. Fucking A right. No, I'm in the living room of Casa de la Wad right now. But right now somebody else is getting a private dance from Sinzak's mom, so I gotta wait. Hoping it's like a fucking Ramones song and she'll be here real quick. But you never know. You never know.
See, I told you it took a few minutes. We've got 10, 11 people watching. Everybody's jumping in the chat room.
How can I see? Is there a button I hit? Come on, I'm a fucking grandpa twice over.
Well,
is there something I can hit to see who's listening? Or
you should be. Well, I mean, you can't see who's listening, but you can see who's commenting. And if up at the top of the screen, there should be a number next to where it says live.
I see a thing that says private chat, and all it is Sinzak's mom's like, I'm gonna fuck you so hard.
I'm gonna get me some of that Ian.
yeah. Mrs. C, Chachi wants to put his potsy in Ralph's mouth, if you know what I'm saying.
Matt Weller's dick. I'm here, bitch.
Yeah, bitch. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There should be something where I can see. So you give me something to feed off of. See how the cool motherfuckers. Yeah, feed me, Seymour.
A little behind baseball. There should be a thing on the side where it says comments, banners, brand, private chat. Do you see that on the side?
No, I see private chats, comments, and stuff Sinzak's mom will do for $5. But I don't
click on comments. You should see comments.
Okay. All right.
You know, this newfangled technology.
Oh, there we go. Okay. All right, here we go.
There we go. See, Chris Sinzak's like, you don't see our comments? Looks like they're coming. They're coming in a few minutes after everybody posts them. Get a lot of watchers coming in here. So now that you have an audience, Ian, we have 0 iTunes reviews. So we need
zero iTunes reviews. That shit can't happen. Little Chris Sinzak, have you left a fucking iTunes review yet? You need to do that. Oh, Eric Jordan. All right, Aaron Smith. Oh, my buddy Aaron. Oh, Pete Spidey.
More Australia.
Yeah.
It's 11 a.m. Friday there. So yeah, it's a night.
I love it. It's like a national holiday. They're not going to fucking work. You know, they're just they're gonna hang out with a big old can of Foster's, a Vegemite sandwich, and hang out with Wadzilla and Toomey. Fucking A right.
Yeah. They had to turn off the Men at Work album to check us out tonight.
Fucking Men at Work kicks ass.
All right.
Fucking Incubus.
All right, ADD. Tell them about the iTunes reviews.
Yeah, iTunes reviews. Leave those fucking iTunes reviews, because then I don't have to do shit like this. You know, get drunk on a fucking school night to try to entice listeners and all this shit. Just click on iTunes so I can talk to Rob Halford and tell him how much my co-host doesn't like him. That'd be awesome.
You know, there's a lot of love for Rob Halford in this house. You know, Fight, that was a great band. You know, Nailed to the Gun.
Nailed to the gun. I love that shit. Yeah.
Daniela Hill.
Oh, shit. The lovely Daniela Hill.
You got you.
I can't flirt with her no more. She's married to the very lovely Charlie Hill.
Oh, and Charlie Hill right behind.
There's Charlie.
Charlie Hill coming in.
These guys actually hooked up with me on their honeymoon.
So a threesome?
No. No, we hooked up at Pepper Keenan's bar.
Oh,
and all I'm thinking is about, like, poor Daniela. That's got to be the worst, like, you know, honeymoon ever. Like, hey, we're going to take a break and hang out with this guy. Poor guys. You guys have an awesome podcast together. Thank you, Robert Di Pasquale. Do I pronounce?
Pasqua.
Pasqua.
And Scribble shows up. Hail and Keel,
Gabriel.
motherfuckers.
Hail and Keel, that's another show, right?
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute, that's not us. That's the
that's classic metal show. Hey, fucking, he's drunk too. Fucking all right.
Yeah, and it's like 5 o'clock where he is, so he's just now. He just got done cashing in his food stamps and all that stuff.
Insults my mom and I help him anyway. # true fan. Hell yeah.
Where's that at?
That's in the comments section.
Oh,
you got to be cool like me with the comments section. See, I am figuring out all this shit. Grandpa's getting down with this technology.
There we go. They were popping in. Oh, and we got Wyoming popping in.
Wyoming, holy shit. I knew we had a fan in Wyoming. Now it's confirmed.
You know what's funny is if you look at what's going on in the world today, it seems like Wyoming is like this hot spot. Kanye West was just in Wyoming and Nikki Sixx just moved to Wyoming. Like Wyoming must have like 0 coronavirus cases because it's going down.
And judging by who's moving there, I hope they get it soon, except for Seth. I want Seth to be okay, but take out Nikki Sixx and Kanye. Holy fucking shit. Have you seen this meltdown that is the Kanye West presidential campaign?
I have not seen. I've seen pieces of it.
My daughter. Oh my God. Give that motherfucker some meds. Holy shit. Holy shit.
Comments are flying in fast over here.
Yeah. Well, good. Glad you guys are showing up for this shit, man. Josh Toomey making me do this shit on a school night. I'm going to get somebody killed at work tomorrow. I can tell already.
I can tell you right now that Ian has been hesitant to do this. So for you guys coming on.
Yeah. I mean, maybe it's because I'm not a very attractive guy. Maybe it's because of the Indian in me. I don't like my picture taken. And, even though the Indian in me isn't in the room right now, he'll come back, not even a cool Indian, not like a woo Indian, it's like a, sell me a $5 scratch off Indian, but, beggars can't be choosers.
Right.
But,
oh man, I hope Weller's wants us to do this 3 times a week. Can you get drunk through Matt Weller's dick? Matt Weller's dick.
Matt Weller's dick. I hope Matt Weller's dick got some deep pockets and want me to do this shit 3 times a week. I gotta work, motherfucker. God damn. But yeah, this is something. It's funny because with my last show, initially I pitched it as let's do it on YouTube because kids today have no fucking attention span. I didn't even know what a podcast was when I started a podcast. And I was like, no, kids like YouTube. They want to see you for whatever reason. And my old co-host like, nah, I want to do a real podcast. And then I ended up liking doing that because I could lay in bed. And seriously, for all the people who listen to all my shows and recordings, my radio show, everything, Google Burt Reynolds and Cosmopolitan. And that was me, but much fatter. Laying on my bed naked, doing all this shit. Didn't have to worry about what I'm wearing and all this shit. And just lay there, record, drink my beer and fart and shit, And now I got to, I had to take a shower for this shit. And then, I see how these people, make videos. It's like, it's a t-shirt contest. I have an obscure t-shirt from this album that only 5 people bought. And I'm, it's like basically going to church, but for metalheads.
Zach, I don't know what's worse, eating naked or wearing a Raiders jersey.
It's worse, your mother naked. That's why I always make her wear a Raiders jersey.
Kathy is a saint. Leave her out of this.
She fucked the front, the lineup, starting lineup for the Saints.
Yeah, I think that in the few times I've ever met you in real life and today, you've always worn the same jersey. I think you only own one shirt.
Yeah, pretty much. But I'm getting the Tim Brown jersey this season because nobody currently on the team is worth a shit. So I stick with the old school.
A couple people asking, what are you drinking, Ian?
What am I drinking? What the fuck you think I'm drinking? I'm drinking the Rock. Oh yeah, this camera. I'm trying to figure it out. The Rolling Rock. It prevails at Casa de la Wada. I almost went Rock Gut vodka, but I'm like, fuck. You know, I still got to work tomorrow. And Rock Cut Vodka Drunk sneaks up on your ass. Like you think you're okay, you're going to maintain. And then I wake up at like 5 a.m. going, holy fuck. You know, I actually came and saw, you know, I bareback Kristen's ex-mom. And then I didn't pull out. And then I remember, awful. Oh shit, I got a vasectomy 2 years ago. Who gives a fuck, you know?
Well, there you go. No more new sins.
No worries. Yeah.
Scribble. We got to do the
$3 bill episode. I do like that album, but then again, I don't know. I have not listened to that album since I bought it, but I remember enjoying it, and I liked it better than anything else I heard from Limp Bizkit. But,
you know, I celebrate the entire catalog. So,
really, you celebrate it? like what was that Green album that just had the bald head on it, where they did that horrible Who cover? You like that shit? You stand behind that?
Honestly, I kind of fell off after a couple albums. I think that was Results May Vary. I believe that's what that was called.
Yeah. So Results may suck too. But I ain't gonna lie, Ian, you look like a skinny John Oliver. Wow, that's not an attractive man. So see, this is why I don't like to be on video. Because I can't walk down the street without people going, Vince, you suck. I look like the bastard kid of Vince Neil and Jeff Hanneman, that survived the trip to Planned Parenthood. Nice. So yeah, it's hard to be on camera. But you, on the other hand, look at you with your boyish good looks. It looks like your beard is glued on.
No, man, this is real. Hey, Adam Marshall, I am back in the page. So
yes, so, Adam Marshall, another motherfucker I love. And for those of you who don't know, yes, I had a $500 phone call to Adam Marshall.
Nice.
Yes, very drunk. Very drunk.
What's the Raiders arrest story? I don't know if I've heard that.
The Raiders arrest story. I don't know.
Did you get arrested at a Raiders game or?
Came damn close, I'll tell you that much. Came that much, but no. Raiders can't even get arrested. That's how bad we are. But I stick by them.
You got that good Hawaiian backup quarterback, I'll tell you.
Oh, that motherfucker. what the fuck's his name?
It's Marcus Mariota.
I don't know.
You're gonna get mad that people still can't pronounce his name right. They're like Marcus Mariota.
Yeah. He may play, but probably not.
It says the time you went to jail.
The time I went to jail. Oh, okay. I know what they're talking about now. Yeah, 12/2. Fuck 9/11. A few months later on 12/2, I did go to jail. I was incarcerated. It was a Raiders game against the Arizona Cardinals. A game on the books we should have won. Like, they were shitty that year. We were doing great. And the game ended up going into overtime. Yeah. 12/2. So anyway, ended up drinking some Jack Daniels, which I've avoided since high school. And blacked out, fell asleep driving my car. Very, very bad story. I mean, I hit another car and crashed my car. Like, I could have hurt somebody, but I went to jail and, even in jail, I couldn't get laid. That's the sad part, It's like when I was an altar boy and I didn't get molested. Like, hey, what's wrong with my ass? They're like, you look like the bastard kid of Vince Neil. They're like, you look like Vince Neil now. Not old, but you look like Vince Neil now. Or you look like Jeff Hanneman now, and he's dead. Yeah. Spoiler alert.
Let's get Matt Willis-Dick some congrats for becoming a grandpa on Sunday.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I forgot I slept with his daughter. Just kidding.
Mastectomy.
Yeah. I only sleep with old women, like Chris Sinzak's mom.
Right.
Nobody wants to fuck my hairy ass. Actually, that is the only part of me that has a little bit of hair. I do not have a hairy back. I don't have I've got like this weird patch right here, but other than that, I'm not a very hairy person. I'm a pasty white black Irishman. Are you a hairy son of a bitch?
Not really. No.
No. Yeah.
No.
I could tell by the way your beard's glued on.
Yeah, it doesn't really grow so much here and here. This is
Not
really
so
like
much here, but right
or
here.
This is the first time I've ever actually grown like a full-on beard in my life.
I finally grew one during this whole COVID shit, and then I changed it because like I still look bad with a beard, you know. Fuck it, and it gets hot, and now I got to wear the fucking mask.
Right.
So like I just trimmed it to the goatee, you know. I just have the goatee and the fucking, you know, the 90210 Dylan sideburns that I've had since 1992.
Yeah.
That never fill in properly, but I won't give up.
There he is, Scott Stein busting in.
Scott Stein, ooh, look at him, look at him, look at that ugly motherfucker. Got nerve to call us two dicks. I love that motherfucker. That's the MVP of Rockin' Pod. Don't let anybody tell you different.
He's a good one.
He is.
All right, we need to get into some news before we spend 2 hours just reading comments.
See, I told you this. You get me drunk. God damn it. Okay, hey, what's going on in the news here? Okay, so I'm gonna do a refresh now. How's this working? I don't understand this technology. I'm looking at Blabbermouth, but you can still see me.
I still see you just fine.
Shit,
so handsome.
Well, that didn't work. All right. So Tommy Lee is looking forward to playing packed stadiums post-pandemic. And I'm looking forward to Motley Crue fans going to the stadiums now. You know, let's thin the herd a little bit. God damn this tour. From most inside sources that I have, they really don't believe that there's even going to be shows next year. And I know you're a guy in the know. Have you heard anything similar to that?
I mean, I'm not necessarily that much in the know, but it's more of a, I mean, there's shows now. I don't know if they're going to be like, you know, they're continue to be
about Great White.
In Wyoming, Great White. And,
with our one listener in Wyoming. I hope you didn't go to that show, by the way.
Yeah, our Wyoming fan.
Yeah, and not just because, you know, Jack Russell's not there, you know, but I hope you're safe.
Yeah, from Mitch Malloy's teeth.
Oh, but, Mitch Malloy. I was in Van Halen. Yeah, so was Patty Smythe, you fucking idiot.
So was Sammy Hagar.
Fuck you. We don't. First rule about Sammy Hagar, we don't talk about Sammy Hagar.
But I think that there are enough shows popping up that I think that they'll continue to be these little mini festivals. I think we can do outdoor shows. You know, there's can be social distancing if you want to, and all that stuff, man. But if you don't want to go to the show, don't go to the show.
Yes.
You know.
Sammy Hagar died. Is that real Scott Stein, or are you just fucking with me?
You know, Scott Stein's fucking with you.
Because I'll jerk off right here on fucking Diabolus In Podcastica Live. I don't care. I'll take 30 days in the hole.
I'll make you full screen for that one.
Yeah, I saw that. You took me full screen. Wow, which makes me look even uglier. Thank you.
No, man, this is
Oh yeah. But yeah, I don't know about the shows, man. I want the shows back, and I feel bad. You know, especially for the artists that have no income coming in. But you know, here in New Orleans, we're on the verge of getting taken back to phase 1.
Right.
So I don't know. I think it's going to be a minute, but I'm ready for it when it comes back. You know, but I'm all for Motley Crue fans going to a show now. You know, I'm like, don't wait. You know, don't wait. Do you see that quote on the?
I popped it up on the screen.
Okay, now what does that mean? Because I'm so fucking old. Okay, like the cursor.
That means the same. You know, the alligator eats the bigger one. So Sammy is better than David Lee Roth, is what he's saying.
Oh, fuck you, fuck you. God damn it. How do you say fuck you in Spanish? El fuck a you. Jesus Christ. I hope I got that right. I got a D in Spanish, so I don't know.
The funny thing about the mood lighting is he can change the lights too. So if you're a female and you end up in Ian's house, it is over with for you.
Okay, now I can do whatever. Look at me, Fancy Town. I haven't found one that makes me look good.
They all make you look good, Ian.
And no, you make me look good only because you suck so bad. Because you don't like Judas Priest, but
Damn.
I still like it.
I don't hate Judas Priest, people.
I know. People need to get over that. He doesn't hate Judas Priest, or not his favorite band. All right, yeah. So yeah, Tommy Lee, Motley Crue fans need to go away. As somebody else who's getting on my last fucking nerve today, or this week, is Wolfgang Van Halen. Okay, so there's all this shit about, Dave had this post where he says he doesn't think Eddie Van Halen will tour again. And Wolfgang put out this thing saying, that's not for him to decide. Well, there's nothing that he said that says, I'm deciding for Eddie Van Halen. He's just saying he doesn't think he'll tour again. And a lot of people jumped fucking, Wolfie shit for saying that. And I don't know. Wolfie, shut the fuck up and put out your solo album that nobody's going to buy. And I'm not a Wolfie hater. Doesn't belong in Van Halen. Okay. Does not belong in Van Halen. But I'm not a Wolfie hater. And I'm saying right now, I will download his album. I'm a first day stealer of that album.
I will listen to it one time on Spotify.
Yeah, thanks to Mr. X. But hey, don't talk shit about Dave. Dave is our Lord. But yeah, I don't know. Van Halen seems to be done. And if they're not done and they come back in any different incarnation, I'm done with them. So that's what I think.
It's funny, with that whole, Wolfgang thing. I think it's fun to see him kind of take over the, he's almost like taking up for his dad too much, it's just like, you can't tell my dad what he's going to do and this, that, and the other thing. And I don't know, man, just seeing him kind of take that role of almost the spokesperson for all those guys is kind of funny too. But
it's kind of a weird thing too, because Dave never would have got back into Van Halen if it wasn't for Wolfie, because Wolfie pushed for Dave to come back. And Eddie's like, Eddie loves his kids so much. And hey, as a parent, as a grandparent, I understand that, but, Wolfgang was the impetus for Dave coming back. But now I don't know how they get along. I know Dave wanted Mike Anthony to come back. He was really big about, let's do the original. And I don't know if that's what pissed Wolfie off or what the fuck, but, it should be the original Van Halen anyway. It's like I saw, Van Halen like twice, but I feel like I never saw Van Halen because the weakest link of the chain wasn't there, Right. But Wolfie did great live, and I will always, praise him for getting Dave back in the band, because I fully believe that if it wasn't for Wolfgang, because from what I've read, it was like Wolfgang, in his teenage years, going back listening to Van Halen, he's like, wow, the shit with Dave is really good. The shit with Aunt Sammy really sucks. Why don't you get Roth back? And Eddie's like, oh, okay, whatever, Wolfie, So, but as far as his solo album, I mean, who gives a shit? I mean, Eddie's supposed to have so much shit in the vault, put it out, Yeah, DLR or nothing, Mick Watkins, you're goddamn right. And I do want to hear the David Lee Roth album with John 5. Very excited for that. And I think it should come out now because nothing's going on with Van Halen, so give me some David Lee Roth. Who knows? It'll probably suck, but I'll still love it. But at least I'll admit if it sucks, because I admit when Dave fucks up,
right?
But he's still got
it. Do you think Dave still has it?
Has like, what?
Like vocally? Like
I don't know. Dave is so hit or miss, man. Sometimes he can do it, man, and sometimes he tries to sing out of his range and he misses it. The DLR album that he did with John 5 before is a prime example. On some songs, he sounds great, and on other songs, it's like, ooh, ooh. That's why you need a producer, kids. Ted Templeman wouldn't let that shit slide. But Hey, I don't give a. I'll take I'll take bad David Lee Roth any day over good Sammy Hagar. You know.
I got you.
Yeah. Gabriel says Dave still has it in the studio, just like Stephen Piercy still has it in the studio. You know, anybody sounds good if you track it 5 times. You know. But again, really? I would rather see Rat with bad Stephen Piercy than with good Jizzy Pearl. Just me.
Matt Cooper coming in with a hot take of not a fan of John 5. That's a hard take. You know, I really enjoy John's solo albums. Matt Coomer coming in with not a fan of John 5.
Yeah, maybe he's partial to John 4. I don't know. Amazing guitar
maybe he's
player.
Maybe he's taking a short circuit.
But as I feel, has never gotten a shot, a chance to shine because he keeps playing, like in 2. Like I could play the guitar in 2. Right. You know, Marilyn Manson, I can do I can do that now, and I'm not even playing a guitar, and I can do the guitar sound, for Marilyn Manson. And it's the same thing with Rob Zombie, and I love Rob Zombie, but I want to see fucking John 5 like in a full shred band.
Yeah,
awesome.
I've went to see him a couple times solo, and that's all it is a big old giant shred fest. And he's one of the few people that I can actually listen to a solo guitar album from like start to finish without kind of just getting bored with all the gymnastics. Like he'll do the picking and grinning stuff. He'll do the shred stuff. He'll go all over the board with it. It's not just like, look at all the things I can do. It's like, look at all the things I can do with melody.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't intend to see him solo, but he played a show and I was the only guy who showed up. So technically, I got to take a hot steam and piss. Why don't you talk to the audience and remind them of the Ask Wadzilla?
Maybe we need some Wadzilla stuff.
Ask Wadzilla segment. I'll be right back.
Right. Well, now I get to hang out by myself for a little bit. So we'll go back up here to, you guys can roast me on this one because Eric Jordan, our MCP, asked me, which albums do I like? You know what? Let's open up some Judas Priest here while we're waiting on Ian to get back from his piss break, which we need some like dance and music or something through all this. I'm gonna be like a hits guy. I'm not gonna go deep in the catalog. We got pulling up Judas Priest, dude. When we actually talked about Judas Priest, and then the entire group, went all over me on this one. I went back and I checked out some Judas Priest, and I was digging like the Painkiller area where it was just a little heavier, where it was a little bit more something, man. But I get that Breaking the Law and Living After Midnight, and you got Another Thing Coming are classics, but but yeah, I enjoy some of the stuff. I'm not gonna dive into it. Got Adam Marshall busting out some Primer 55. That was I saw some funny comments on the thing about Primer 55 too. Ian's back. And, it was a fun band to tour in. I got to tour the entire country in that band a couple of times. But yeah, so it's, I'm not going to go to the grave saying that those were the most musical of tunes.
It's like when I toured with Candlebox. I wasn't on the albums, but I was there for the shows.
Yeah, I mean, if you could have toured with Candlebox, that would have been awesome. Do that Metallica tour that they did.
Yeah, no, it wasn't that tour. It was like county fairs, a couple. Yes, Tommy the Talking Cat. By the way,
you're a cat.
There is Tommy the Talking Cat. Look at this big motherfucker. Meow. Say hi to your adoring fans. Now he won't talk. Now the talking cat won't talk. Okay. There you go. Yeah. Fuck you later. I put you on screen. You don't say shit. Okay.
Talk some kids, Ian.
Oh my god. I do love that Paul Stanley is upsetting the Kiss Army. The Kiss Army is about to revolt because he's saying to wear a mask and shit. And I saw a quote the other day on the internet, and I still think it's true. It says, "Never trust somebody who thinks The Elder is a good album but thinks COVID is fake, and that was from Mahatma Gandhi. You know, and that's true. If you like The Elder, get the fuck out of here with that shit. And just wait patiently for the new Soul Station album.
Oh yeah, I can't wait. All right, so let's go on with the news here. Let me pull this back up after opening up Judas Priest on Spotify. All right, so have you seen the big feud between Jericho and Sebastian Bach? We've seen all of that going. Hey,
how awesome is that? How awesome is that?
It's so funny that they're going back and forth. But now you've got Striper's Michael Sweet coming in to come to Chris Jericho's defense after Sebastian Bach accused Fozzy lead singer of using pre-recorded vocal tracks during live performances. Because last Thursday, Jericho challenged Bach to a sing-off with no effects, no tuning, no bullshit in response to Sebastian's allegations that Chris mimes to a tape. And let's see, Boz is a great singer, but I'm better, Chris wrote on Twitter. There's zero chance on any planet that Chris Jericho is a better singer than Sebastian Bach.
And I mean, yeah, everybody knows that. But what I hate is like all the hype this is getting. The feud is taken away from the feud between Udo Dirkschneider and King Kong Bundy, which to me much more relevant. But I mean, Jericho, I love him as a wrestler. And I saw Fozzy. I'm in the Fozzy MTV special twice. Well, that looks like 4 times. Twice. Look it up on YouTube. I think they got me stage diving, and I'm in the crowd when they interview the audience. I loved them when they were a cover band. But the new songs that they do, like that Judas shit, oh my God, is that terrible.
You must have been really drunk in the last episode because you literally said the exact same thing like 3 days ago on an episode.
I was drunk, yeah.
Do you think this is all the work? Do you think we're about to get the Chris Jericho, Sebastian Bach, Slave to the Grind cover coming soon?
I don't know. I'm hoping we see a fight is what I really hope. But I think it's going to be like the Axl versus Vince Neil. Nothing's going to come of this. It's just going to be some shit talking, and both of them are going to use it to their advantage to try to hype, their county fair appearances, which are going to get postponed to next year anyway. And by then, nobody will remember the fight. But, oh my God, Jericho doing the singing. It's like, that was shouting. To me, it wasn't singing.
Yeah, Chris Jericho I think he did Slave to the Grind a cappella, and it was pretty terrible.
Yeah, no, I didn't. What was it? Youth Gone Wild is what I saw.
Okay,
yeah. Youth Gone Wild, and it's like, who gives a shit? I mean, if I see Fozzy live anymore, like I want to hear him lip sync, to better songs. So I don't know. Yeah, I could give a rat's ass, but I think Jericho would probably beat the shit out of Sebastian Bach personally.
Well, yeah, I think the only time I've really ever seen Sebastian fight is I think he dove into a crowd. That one time on the Skid Row home videos back in the day.
Right.
This guy right here.
And he, he beat the shit out of that girl. I'll give him that. But I don't know. I think Jericho will take him because, thanks to DDP Yoga, which is our sponsor, DDP Yoga, thanks to that, I can touch my toes and yours too.
Joseph Staub checking in with Chris Jericho is just trying to stay in the news because his revolutionary new wrestling company isn't even getting 1 million viewers a week.
Yeah.
And it's funny. And I will say this, and I think I saw like one of the latest, no, I guess that was NXT they were talking about. Because I think NXT and AEW had roughly the same number of viewers, and it was both like 700,000. So there you go.
I don't know. I got a friend that used to sell crack to Hacksaw Jim Duggan. True story.
Oh, wow.
True story. Who do I think would win in a fight between Axl Rose and Vince Neil? I got to go Vince Neil.
Yeah, I think Vince Neil's got that one.
I think Vince Neil will take him. Axl's a lot of talk. DDP Yoga is the shit. Adam Gates. All right.
I bet it
All
is.
right, I'm gonna try that. I've never actually tried DDP yoga. I tried Y2J yogurt, and it was horrible.
I remember years ago when like P90X was the thing. Like when it came to the day of yoga, the yoga DVD, that was a rough one, man. That was like the one you almost like just wanted to get away from. Was the yoga day?
Shit, I checked out at the Jane Fonda workout because leg warmers just made me look fat. I gave up. All right, next story. What do we got here? Let's see.
Well, here's a quick one. It says Jimmy Page says it's really unlikely Led Zeppelin will ever play again in the future.
Signed Captain Obvious.
That's like the most, that's the most obvious headline that I've ever seen. It's pretty much, they're almost all dead. Yeah.
Well, I mean, the gist of that is Robert Plant saved his money and has no interest. Robert Plant's a bitch, I mean, I love him. I love what he did, but he's a bitch. I saw Plant Page. I saw Robert Plant once solo, and I saw Plant Page twice. And Plant won't play fucking Stairway because he doesn't like the lyrics. Like, what a fucking bitch. You wrote or at least plagiarized one of the greatest songs of all time, but you won't play it live, because you don't agree with the lyrics anymore. But you got the nerve to play with the fucking Honey Drippers, or go on, lighten up, baby, I'm in love with you. That's fucking poetry. But you don't want to sing a bustle in your hedgerow.
It's funny how many people came out saying that plagiarism song, it wasn't even close to to Stairway to Heaven. And I'm like, I don't know, man. I mean, I know it's a pretty standard kind of walk down on the guitar, but there's a lot of history between those two bands and stuff too. So it was a little too close to Stairway for my comfort.
I don't know. All sounds like Jack Russell's Great White to me. So fuck it. I dig it.
Yeah, and that's the one. Yeah, Matt Coomer, the Page's girlfriend is 30. The man is a creep. Yeah, you talk about cancel culture. You look back to like some of the stuff that they were doing in the 70s, and like how it's celebrated that they were pulling groupies out on the road that were like 14, 15 years old. It's pretty rough, man.
Yeah, but worse than that was Enter the Outdoor. That's what you really need to punish them for. Other than In the Evening, I mean, good Lord. What else we got here?
All right, go ahead.
Let's see.
Actually, you get to take over for a second.
Urges compassion for Kanye's bipolar disorder. No, fuck that. Kill Kanye West. That motherfucker needs to die. Good Lord. David Lee Roth shares more of his artwork. No, the only thing worse than that is his singing right now. But I still love him. That is my God. Death Leopard's Phil Collin has another fitness challenge that I will lose. Oh, God. Seven Dust solo album debut. No.
I heard that Seven Dust solo debut. We gotta pull that one back up.
Okay. You got something to add to that?
No, I'm just kidding.
Okay. Rob Flynn covers Linkin Park's In the End. No thanks. Jesus Christ.
The best comment I saw on that was it said Rob Flynn is the world's oldest 15-year-old.
Oh. I like some Rob Flynn. I ain't gonna like totally hate on the guy, but I can see where he can annoy the piss out of people too. But I do dig some Machine Head. I like Machine Head better than Violence. Deal with it. That singer's terrible. Nice guy. I'm glad he's healthy, but good Lord. Let's see. Ooh, Motorhead, Ace of Spades, Deluxe Collector's box set due in October. And I saw like the track list and everything. That thing looks amazing. But I probably can't afford that shit right now. But it looks good. Do you like Motorhead at least?
I do enjoy some Motorhead. Again, I don't do the deep dive, but I do enjoy them.
Yeah. You're like, I like The Game. I like that Triple H song.
That was a good one.
Yeah. But no, it looks good. I think they got the album remastered and 2 different live albums taken from the Ace of Spades tour. And Bo Jackson, great jersey. You fucking ain't right. Wad nose jerseys. yeah, the Motorhead thing looks awesome, like really good. But unfortunately, I'll probably get a copy from Mr. X because I don't know, it looks kind of pricey. But I recommend anybody who has money to buy it. It's fucking Motorhead. Motorhead rules.
The a favorite of both of ours, Kirk Winstein, says Down is working on something really special. Kirk Winstein spoke to Revolver about his participation in the upcoming shows on the 25th anniversary of the group's debut. Blah, blah, blah. Asked if Down has started work on new material. He says there's actually been no talk of that. The main thing was trying to do the European festivals in Psycho Las Vegas. We're working on something really special here in the next few months that I'm excited about. And that's all I can really say. Super excited to get together with all the guys again. So yes, that would be amazing, man. Those Down records are fantastic.
But it makes me wonder if they're not working on new music, what's the cool new thing, you know? If they can't tour, I mean, like if they were touring, you know, yeah, it'd be great if they did, you know, NOLA from start to finish would be awesome. But if that's off the table, what's the new thing if not new music?
I mean, if it's, would it be like album start to finish? Would it be, you know, I don't know if they would do a huge stage show, but
right. I'm just worried it's going to be Down with Wolfie on bass. You know, I want to keep it real. God damn it. I want big, sexy Todd Strange back on bass. Just me.
Get Todd Strange or Rex Brown. I'll take either one. The or you know, Mike Portnoy probably.
Pat Bruder's a bad motherfucker, dude. I can't hate on Pat Bruder's. That's a cool motherfucker. And you know, I wish he was watching this right now, but he's probably having sex.
Is that what he does all the time?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, when we used to date, but baby, I'm easy, I'm easy, I'm easy, I'm an easy man. All right. What do we got here now?
Have you seen these Dokken videos of him singing?
I shouldn't say videos. I've seen a video.
Yeah.
Where I think it was Dream Warriors. And I've heard worse. I've heard better. What's that?
You've heard worse than that?
Yeah. Yeah. I saw the Sam and Dave tour. But yeah, I don't know. Like I saw Dokken, like fake Dokken, you know, with John Levin. Seems like a nice guy.
Friend of the show, John Levin.
Yeah, exactly. And I thought they sounded good, but I was drunk as fucking shit, dude. I was really fucked up. So you know, maybe I was looking through it. You know, I was listening with rose-colored glasses. But I don't know. I mean, the fucker's like 60 something. You know, I don't know. I really
70.
Yeah, fucking Marcus Welby. But I don't know. Like, John Levin, really nice guy, but you know, and Reb Beach is playing with him now. He's an amazing guitar player. I don't give a fuck what anybody says about Winger. I like me some Winger. Reb Beach is a fucking shredder. A fucking shredder. But no George Lynch, I'm not interested. It's like Ozzy right now. The only way you could drag me to an Ozzy show is if it's Tony Iommi or Jakey Lee. You know? Other than that, I don't give a shit. You know, I want to hear a goddamn guitar player that I love. So.
Yeah, I mean, those videos just sound awful. I mean, I know he had back surgery late last year, and I guess he still has no use of his right hand, and he's just kind of wallowing around the stage, and you know, Reb's up there rocking, and everybody else seems to be into it, man. But yeah, the Don Dokken is like, whew.
I don't put a lot of stock into people's shit they recorded on their fucking phone.
Yeah,
you know. And I mean, come on, this was a Dokken show where in bumfuck Egypt, it was probably recorded on a fucking Nextel or a BlackBerry, you know, probably not even on a modern phone. So I'm going to give him a you know, benefit of the doubt, you know.
Yeah, that's pretty rough, man. What do you got?
All right, let me look here. Don't care. Keep on looking. Fucking Queen, definitely don't care. Sammy Hagar, don't care. Lincoln Park, don't care. Jesus Christ. We really need this COVID shit to go away just so we can have some good new Tony Martin, a pimple
Scribble
on
asks,
black.
do you guys think Phil was ever into any hip hop? He always had a very hip hop spirit and delivery sometimes.
What? Are we talking about Phil Anselmo?
Yeah, that was from Phil Anselmo.
Phil Anselmo asked if Phil Anselmo was ever into hip hop?
Scribble asks.
Oh, Scribble?
Yes.
I doubt it. But who knows? He'd probably he would love your intro for us. But I don't see him as a big hip hop fan, but who knows? Who knows? I wouldn't see him as a the Smiths and a Cure fan, but he is.
Right.
So hard to say. I can't speak for other people, but I don't think I've ever heard hip hop in his delivery. Maybe his bravado, is his shtick, is very machismo, but I don't hear no gold digger in fucking Pantera or
Have you seen this latest? I think it's in Italy. It's a socially distanced concert, but everyone they rented all these rooms in a hotel, and it's kind of going up. Adam Marshall, yes, this will be going as audio also. Where everybody rented out basically the inside rooms, and so the band can play, and basically the crowd goes up. And I think you got 4 to a room on each of the balconies and stuff like that. It's a pretty crazy look. I don't know if you've seen those today or not.
No, I don't know. People are fucking hard up. There's shit that people pay money for right now just to get out of the house. I don't know. They must not have internet porn like me, because I'm cool. I'm like, I'll stay at home and watch MILF porn. I don't need to go watch a drive-in concert. I miss going out and doing stuff, but some of this shit just seems kind of desperate. I'd rather put on, watch Live After Death on my TV than fucking go out and do this shit. I don't know. What do you think? Are you, would you go to a drive-in concert?
Man, if it was like something that, if it was
say it was Days of the New, would you pack everybody up in the Geo Metro and drive over there?
No, it would definitely have to be something I would want to see. I don't know if it could be like a metal show though. I think it would have to be something a little bit more mellow, and because we have a drive-in here that I enjoy going to, but I always fall asleep during because I just play 2 movies, and that second movie is my sleepy time. So I don't know how it would be, but Bert Kreischer's doing those. The comedian Bert Kreischer's doing those. Drive-in tours, and he kind of explained them on his podcast the other day, kind of how they went, and he's coming back through here pretty soon. I was thinking about Bert Kreischer. You'd probably like him. He's a big drinker, big guy. Always takes his shirt off.
Oh, ripping off my shtick.
Yeah.
Great.
But,
at least somebody's getting paid.
But yeah, he was doing the drive-in movie tour. Look at this. Pow, Bert Kreischer for you. He was doing
oh yeah, I like the dad bod. That's hot.
The drive-in movie tour, or
looks like Rock and Ron Runyon out on bail.
Yeah, Mick Watkins. Yeah, the Georgetown drive-in. Yeah, not too far from here, but he's not coming to Georgetown. It's somewhere else. But yeah, we go up there occasionally for movies and stuff. But so I would go and see. I would go and see certain things at the drive-in. I don't know if I would go to see like Slayer at the drive-in, but what I was getting at is he was explaining that people were getting out there a little early. They would have a space next to their car, so they would bust out the grill and the coolers of beer and
and that's why the town's getting shut down.
Well, no, if you socially distance with your people, what are you gonna lose?
Yeah, but if you're out grilling and you're drinking, who's going to socially distance?
Well, you can
really
throw me out.
Like I went to the bars here in New Orleans when they opened back up. Okay, everybody walks in with a mask. Okay, because you're sober. After a couple beers, you forget about the fucking mask. And, you're just trying to get laid like everybody else, and you're talking and joking around, and I don't know. It all leads to trouble. I think people just need to stay home and fucking masturbate right now. It's good. It's fun. It's healthy, and you don't make any babies, which is important.
I think everybody's sick of masturbating right now. I think we're all ready to go back to see shit.
How do you guys masturbate? I don't know how you guys masturbate. When I do it, it's pretty fucking fun. It's pretty fucking fun. I enjoy it. I always leave with a smile, or like if not a smile, like but it's always a happy ending. Unless I done way too much coke. You ever tried to jerk off on coke?
I've never done coke, so yeah, no.
Oh, for Christ's sake!
Oh, jeez, oh Pete. There was one time where I almost did coke.
I forgot you're in Indiana. Meth. Okay. You ever tried to jerk off on meth?
No, I was in LA one time and we were on tour, and our tour manager came in with like some coke.
Yeah. One time on the Snow Corps tour?
Yeah, it was like that would be the one time to do it. Would be the one time to, you're in LA, you're on a rock and roll tour. This is when you do it, and I still didn't do it. So,
oh, God, coke.
We got Daniel Terry checking in.
Coke is cool. Daniel Terry, I do not recognize Daniel Terry. Is that one of your guys?
Yeah, that would be one of my few.
Nice. It's about time some Talk Toomey people came to this motherfucker.
Daniel Terry.
We need that Talk Toomey audience.
The co-host of Brutally Speaking. He also has his own show, Discography Discussion. So check those out.
Oh, nice. All right. A fellow podcaster. He sounds professional.
Scribble there with the don't ever fuck a chick on speed. You'll fuck so long your dick will hurt for days.
Yep. Tell that to Mrs. Sinzak.
And it coming back around.
Is he still here?
I don't know. I haven't seen Sinzak pop up in a while. And with our album of the week coming up, I'm probably glad he's not.
Uh-oh. Well, fuck it. It's 8:57 here in Wadzilla world. So we better get to the album of the week. And I picked the album of the week this week.
Look at that. New graphic. Boom.
Tired of your new metal bullshit. I'm going classic old school this week with Alice Cooper's $1 Billion Babies. Are you an Alice Cooper fan, an aficionado, or
I'm definitely not an aficionado. You know what? I've seen him live a couple of times. I sent you that picture of me and him today, actually.
Right.
It's kind of funny. Seen him a few times live, and always have always enjoyed him live. But it's definitely not something that I go to in the CD collection. But Chris Sinzak is still here.
Oh, leave my mom out of this. Look at this guy, tit for tat.
But yeah, I have a very strong love of Alice Cooper, just never really taken that dive into the Alice Cooper.
Well, it doesn't sound like you have a very strong, love if you've never taken a dive. You're a casual motherfucker.
Casual, but I appreciate him.
Okay. All right. Well, I, on the other hand, am a huge Alice Cooper fan. More so of the Alice Cooper band than Alice Cooper solo. I was raised on this shit. It was one of my father's favorite artists. My first rock concert that I went to, I've mentioned many times, was Tesla and Alice Cooper in, I believe, February 1987 on the Nightmare Returns tour. Just love it, man. And I've been on a Cooper binge lately, man. Listen to all kinds of shit. And been going out of my comfort zone and listening to those Alice Cooper albums that I'm like not too fond of. Because I think there's a huge drop off in his solo career. But Chris Sinzak thinks the opposite. And that's why when you get tired of my bullshit, I'm going to start the Alice Cooper podcast with Chris Czynszak that he's been threatening for years. But man, the original Alice Cooper band is just unbelievable. And $1 Billion Babies, not my favorite, but in some ways, I think it could be their best album because I think it drew from everything in the past, had that Bob Ezrin shine to it, and is very cohesive as an album. I would say, like, I think I prefer Schools Out, which a lot of people seem to shit on Schools Out. Like, that seems to be the trendy one. Like, oh, Schools Out isn't as good as the other shit. I say, fuck you. Schools Out rules. But $1 Billion Babies is just, I mean, let me, the set list here. Fucking Hello, Hooray, Raped and Freezing, Elected, $1 Billion Babies, Unfinished Suite, No More Mr. Nice Guy, the incredible Generation Landslide, Sick Things, Mary Ann, and I Love the Dead. It was the height of Alice Cooper mania. Some people will say like, oh no, Welcome to My Nightmare. No bullshit. I mean, you look at the charts, you look at, ticket sales and everything. $1 Billion Babies was the pinnacle of Alice's career. And, man, it's just timeless. And that's what I love about the Alice Cooper band is I think those songs are timeless. When the band broke up and he went solo, it's like whatever trend he could get on, whatever was popular, and Kiss would follow the same mold, from Dynasty on. Okay, this is popular. Okay, now we're a disco band. Now we're, now we're a pop band. Now we're a metal band. Now we're a cock rock band. Now we're a grunge band. But Alice did the same exact thing. He had his, now I'm Marilyn Manson. Now I'm this. And when Alice Cooper went back to being Alice Cooper, I feel with the Eyes of Alice Cooper and Dirty Diamonds were very much sounded like the Alice Cooper band. Those are definitely my favorite of his newer releases. But there's songs that I appreciate on pretty much all of his albums, but nothing touches the band because nobody had the songwriting of him and Michael Bruce. Him and Michael Bruce together was the heart and soul. I mean, Glenn Buxton, really cool guitar player. He was the Keith Richards of the band. But, as far as playing, but as far as songwriting, if you want that Jagger Richards team, it was all about Cooper and Bruce. Not to take anything away from Dennis Dunaway, who I love on bass, and the incredible drums of God damn, I'm having a brain fart here. Holy shit. The Platinum God. What the fuck's his name? Neil Smith. But $1 Billion Babies is just landmark fucking hard rock. And it sounds just as fresh today. And that's what's great. Can you listen to something now and it still sounds good and vital? Or does it sound dated and of its time? Like I loved Constrictor when it came out. And I listen to it now. I'm like, that's Bon Jovi Alice Cooper. It's cock rock Alice Cooper. I listen to $1 Billion Babies. It's pure Alice Cooper.
Yeah, I agree.
That's what I love about it. It's like listening to old school Kiss. Like the first Kiss album through Love Gun, to me, that's Kiss. That you'll never get more pure Kiss than that. Even though I think there's some great songs that they did after that. But it was them trying to be somebody else to remain hip and current and, hang on to, whatever that they had left, and Cooper did the same exact thing. But this stuff, did you listen to this album from start to finish?
Yeah, I listened to it like about 2 or 3 times today. I was really enjoying I Love the Dead as an outro track. I was like, man, that is so good.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, great. Atmospheric. That's the kind of stuff where I think Bob Ezrin really shined on. But overall, I think Bob Ezrin's a very overrated producer. But I loved his engineer on this is Jack Douglas, who did so much great work with Cheap Trick, with Aerosmith. Some of my favorite sounding 70s albums. Jack Douglas had a way of sucking out like the dirtiness where Bob Ezrin wants to put on all the bells and whistles, which sometimes works. And I think he did a lot better job with Alice Cooper than he did with Kiss.
Right.
You know, Destroyer's probably my least favorite of, you know, what people consider classic era Kiss. Some great songs on it, but there's a bunch of fucking horse shit too. And I don't like that Bob Ezrin's like, he's quick to say, fuck your band loyalty, fuck who you are. I'm going to pull in whoever I think plays a better solo. He did that with Kiss. He did it with Alice Cooper. You know, and I don't subscribe to that. I think for better or for worse, the band should do it. The band should write it. I'm a big fan of when bands play live in the studio, not like I'm going to email you my guitar track from, you know, Porto Escondido, you know, and you're in Tierra del Fuego. You know, I think it should be old school, like Detroit style rock and roll, like Iggy and the Stooges and, you know, shit like that. You know, you're all in the room busting it out. I think you get the best results, but Ezrin did his Ezrin magic with Alice Cooper. There's no denying that. But I also love, you know, the album, the last album they did without him that Jack Douglas did. Muscle Love, I think was great, and I think he captured the sound just as good as Bob Ezrin did.
Yeah, you were talking about special guests and stuff, and people jumping in here, but you know, Dick Wagner's on this, Mark Bolan's on this, and I love it that they say it was because one of the guitar players had pancreatitis or something like that, or
yeah.
I wonder if that's true though. I still never believe that when people say like, oh, they're having this issue, so that's why they didn't play on it.
Well, I think by this time, Glenn Buxton was really succumbing to the rock and roll lifestyle.
Right.
I mean, that's why he's not with us anymore. You know, I mean, his drinking killed him. And he was always the badass of the original Alice Cooper band. You know, he was the guy that they were afraid to ask to join the band. You know, he was the guy with the switchblade. You know, he was the bad motherfucker where the rest of the band, like, you know, was on the track team. You know, came from good families. You know, Glenn Buxton was the badass. And I think it was probably hard for the rest of the band, too, where, you know, you call the band Alice Cooper. The lead singer is Alice Cooper. He gets all the attention. You know, you write the songs and do all this, but the other guy gets all the credit, you know.
Yeah, and if I'm not mistaken, if Sinzek's still watching, he could probably correct me on this, but I think that the Alice Cooper band members still got paid through all the 90s, 2000s, 2010s, you know, a sum of money a year or whatever, so that Alice can still use the Alice name.
Now that I do not know. That I never heard. But
yeah.
You know what I did hear? Oh yeah! Another tall boy.
Nice. You know, it's funny with Alice Cooper. My first kind of recollection of him was the, you know, obviously Poison, I believe, in the 80s, and then that would have been
I'm sorry to cut you off. Yes, Eric, I just watched it the other day.
And then going into the 90s, obviously his videos were still on Headbangers Ball, as well as, you know, Judas Priest and all that stuff, mixing into my Morbid Angel and Carcass that I was more into. So I was kind of into Alice at that point. And then, you know, Wayne's World, that was a big thing for, you know, obviously growing up. Feed My Frankenstein was on the soundtrack, so I totally Senzak, not totally sure on the money situation. I'll turn in my fan card now.
Yeah, and it's funny though, like to certain people, like Wayne's World means something to them, but to me that's like goofy Alice Cooper. That's like bad Alice Cooper. He didn't even write that shit. That was that motherfucker? Rob Zombie totally ripped off his shtick.
Yeah.
God, what the fuck was that guy's name? Zodiac Mind Warp.
Oh yeah.
That dude wrote the song. So to me, that's like fake Alice Cooper.
Yeah.
But you know, and that shit doesn't hold up. And I'll never forget when my dad took me to see that show. I liked it because I grew up with Alice Cooper. My dad always playing him. But when Constrictor came out, he was on MTV. So that meant he was mine too. You know, and at the time I'm listening to cock rock. He put out a cock rock album. He's on the soundtrack to Friday the 13th, so I'm like, I wanted to hear the Constrictor shit. And when he only played 2 songs, I was pissed. I remember, kind of pouting on the ride home. I was like, he didn't play He's Back, the Man Behind His Mask, but he played that goddamn Telephone Is Ringing song. And the look on my dad's face, was just, the disgust. Like, you're not my son. Like, I want to smack the fucking shit out of you right now. And of course, looking back, I'd much rather hear fucking Under My Wheels than, the Friday the 13th song. But, as a kid, I was like fucking 12 when I went. But,
it's funny. The picture that I sent you today was when I worked in a retail store that sold t-shirts and stuff. And Alice comes in, and he was playing here in town at the Mick Watkins in the chat room here. He might have even been there when he played the Horseshoe Casino out here. He came in, and I told Alice the story because the way that my parents got married was they told my mom's parents that they were going to go see Alice Cooper, and that would have been like an hour or 2 drive for them. But really, they ran off and eloped. So when I met Alice, I was like, hey, Alice, if it wasn't for you, I might not be here. And he was like, well, what do you mean? And I told him the story, and he was just like, oh my God, that is a great story. I'm going to tell it on my radio show. He's like, do you have tickets to the show? And I was like, no, I don't. He was just like, well, I'm going to put you +1 on the guest list and blah, blah, blah. But we went out to the casino here in town and saw him, and man, what a show. It was an absolute fantastic show.
Oh, he puts on an amazing show. I've seen him 4 times, and I feel so bad that I've only seen him 4 times. And the last 2 were him opening up for Motley Crue, and he massacred them both nights. I mean, Motley Crue had the fucking stage show, but really, what the fuck does Motley Crue have besides the stage show?
Right.
They don't have the songs that Alice Cooper's got. They don't have they can't still do it like Alice Cooper can. The band he's got is as much as I would rather see him with the original Alice Cooper band. Well, they're surviving members. I don't even know if they could do what the band he has now can do. I mean, just
right.
Amazing. And, I mean, just what a fucking entertainer and artist. And I guess, I kind of, gloss over and shit on some of the solo albums, but, there's still a lot of songs that I like, but the Alice Cooper band was just a whole nother beast, man. And those songs will live on forever, long after the casual fans, oh, I like that Poison song, or I like Feed My Frankenstein, the original band is just something to behold. And going back and listening to his albums like I have over the last couple of weeks, because we were supposed to record this last week, it's just been such a joy, and growing up on this stuff, and it's such a part of my DNA. Sometimes I take it for granted and go a long time without listening to Alice, but this last week I've just enjoyed it so fucking much. And yes, I actually watched the Super Duper Alice Cooper documentary the other day. I got that on Blu-ray and watched it here in my brand new 4K TV in Casa de la Wad, and amazing. I loved it. I've got his old DVD Prime Cuts, which is another good documentary one. I've got Brutality Live. I've got Come See Me Alice Cooper, or whatever the fuck that concert movie was that got re-released. I've got The Nightmare on a download, the TV special he did with Vincent Price. I mean, it's just timeless rock and roll. And, and I think about shit like this, and this is the kind of stuff I can't wait, till my grandchildren are a little bit older, that, I can pass this shit on and make sure they know about this. And hopefully it takes root, it might not, some generations are receptive to the past and some aren't, Yeah, you've talked about it before. Like, you wanted to find music of your generation. You wanted something different than your parents.
Yeah.
Where I was steeped into, I thought my dad's music kicked fucking ass, and it didn't bother me that, now granted, it would bother me when my dad didn't understand my music. Like my dad fucking hated Kiss. They were my favorite band. I mean, he hated fucking Kiss. He's like, that shit. He's like, I bought the first record. That shit's fucking terrible, you know. But all the other shit he turned me on to, I loved. And you know, my son, some stuff, you know, he was resistant against, but now he likes. But some he still doesn't get. But I'm gonna try to really ruin my grandchildren's life with great music, and hope it takes root. But you never know. You never know. Now, your parents said they were going to see Alice Cooper. Were they Alice Cooper fans? Are they still Alice Cooper fans?
Well, it was kind of cool. Like the cool part about that night was that the night that I went to see him, instead of, you know, calling a friend or whatever, I actually called my mom and said, "Hey mom, do you want to go see Alice Cooper?" And then during the show, I was like, who would have thought, you know, 30 odd years later, you know, your son would be the one taking you to see Alice Cooper, you know, when you were, when dad was supposed to, kind of thing. Yeah. I mean, they were Alice Cooper fans, but they just used it as a ploy to go get married.
Okay. Right on.
But yeah, right, man. So, I mean, $1 Billion Babies is definitely something I will go back to and check it out more and actually get into it. And getting more into the actual Alice Cooper band, I think is something I need to do.
Oh yeah. I mean, and you know, there's some people that have issues with the first two albums, you know, what's considered the Zappa era, Pretty's for You and Easy Action. Pretty's for You, I'm kind of like, it's like a curio kind of thing. Like, I don't mind it, but it's not something I go to all the time. Now, Easy Action, on the other hand, is something some people love, some people hate. I think is incredible. But, you know, the classic Coop era is, you know, Love It to Death, Killer, School's Out, $1 Billion Babies. And I include Muscle of Love, which a lot of people don't, because it just didn't do what Love It to Death or $1 Billion Babies did. But I think it's a very strong album, and you know, it's timeless. And I love that, you know, what we have, and you know, what people are receptive to. There's so many young people who listen to what we do, that I've been able to turn on to, you know, this great music, and even older listeners that I've been able to turn on to stuff that they might have missed. That's the greatest thing I can do, because we make zero money off of this. You know, well, you do, you know, with all the funds that you get from the streaming rights. But I make no money. I only get joy from bringing music into people's lives that, you know, makes them happy, you know, that they can just enjoy. So I hope more people check out Alice Cooper. And hey, if you like Alice Cooper solo better than you like, you know, the original band, whatever, as long as you listen to Alice Cooper, you know, more Alice Cooper and less Days of the New, I'm happy.
You know, Cal Hines in the chat room here, he owns Zero Alice Music, almost grabbed Greatest Hits on vinyl the other day. Wished he would have. He actually asked a question a little while ago, but I didn't answer it at the time. I'm glad he's still in here. But I did have Tony Campos from Static X on the podcast this week, Cal, but the talking about their show up in Wisconsin, that show would have happened after I did the interview with him, so we didn't really talk about it. So yeah, so he didn't talk about the actual show, but it was literally in the hometown of Aaron Camaro and Cal. Cal is a high school friend of Aaron Camaro's.
Aaron Camaro, the
Camaro.
Love me some Camaro. He's all bruised. You saw the picture of him bruised, right?
Yeah, you talk back to Sinzak, you get the
Sinzak beat the shit out of him because he wouldn't stop playing fucking Ugly Kid Joe. So fucking Sinzak gave him what for?
I had Camaro on the podcast a couple of weeks ago when I had Chips Enough on, and I was like, if somebody knows something about Enough's Enough. So I just cold called Aaron Camaro and was like, hey,
well, you called me and I didn't answer because I was busy.
Called you didn't answer. So I was like, I'll call Aaron Camaro and see what he has to say about it. And he was just like, just right off the cuff, man. He gave me about 10 good minutes of straight Enough's Enough talk.
Oh yeah, that motherfucker loves some Enough's Enough. He loves Enough's Enough like I love anal MILF porn during a pandemic. No, Oh, good shit. I like Enough's Enough too. Not as much as Aaron Camaro, but I dig him.
For as big of a the Zach here says he's been spending Pantera's second album projects in the jungle, and for as big of a Pantera fan as I am, I've gone into that era of the band, but I have not just taken that deep dive and just soaked in those tunes.
I like it. I like Projects in the Jungle. We got what you need. That's some good shit.
Gotta do that.
But no, I dig that shit, man. I love Pantera. Anything with Dimes playing, I fucking love.
Yeah, that's what's crazy about him, man. Is even that old stuff, you can still tell it's him playing.
Oh yeah, fucking amazing. But yeah, so that's our Alice Cooper thing. So all you listeners of my former show that complain about the fucking new metal, there you go. There's some classic metal for you.
All right, Cal Hine says, would love to hear your first Pantera concert experience.
That's very easy. That was Alpine Valley, Wisconsin. It was Pantera, Megadeth, and Skid Row, and it was right. It was right before. I don't think Vulgar was out yet, and I know Countdown wasn't out yet, and Megadeth was still playing with the the drum set and everything was the Rust in Peace. Everything they didn't have the new, stage production, and Skid Row headlined. It was fucking amazing. And I'll never forget Alpine Valley, my favorite outdoor venue. This great amphitheater had these huge lounge seats, and I saw the Who there, and fucking the Stones, Hurricane Alice. I've seen all kinds of shit there. But when they played Primal Concrete Sledge, they had these railings that went down the lawn, and people grabbed onto the railings and started shaking them till they broke them out of the concrete, and they threw them into the pavilion seats. And I lost my mind. And I'll never forget fucking Megadeth. And I should have said this to Dave Ellefson when I met him, but I wanted him to talk to me, so I didn't bring it up. But Megadeth, in their video, I believe it was High Speed Dirt, they show a pit from that show. That was the Pantera pit. It was not the Megadeth pit. And I always thought that was so poser. That was so non-metal. That wasn't your pit, motherfucker. I was there. That was Pantera fans going fucking nuts. But that was my first Pantera show, my first of many, and just fucking blew me away. And if you watch, I believe it's in the Vulgar video where you see where they're making the big pot leaf and they're setting off all the smoke bombs. Yeah. That was prior to that show. It was a very short tour that they did with them, Megadeth and Skid Row. But it was mind blowing, man. I think I was fucking 18. And it was a big deal to drive from Chicago to Alpine Valley, Wisconsin. I think it was a 4 or 5 hour drive. And we didn't care though. I mean, it was fucking Pantera. And that was the band we were really excited to see. As much as we all love Megadeth, Pantera was this new thing. I mean, they were just, we knew Cowboys and we're like, this is what's new. This is what's up. And it was incredible. Great show. What was your first Pantera show?
August 1994 at the Starwood Amphitheater. It was Pantera with supposed to be Sepultura and Prong. Sepultura canceled a few shows right there in the middle of that tour. Something to do with Max's leg or back or drugs or something. But yeah, so it was Far Beyond Driven tour 94 with opening band Prong. And it was funny, man. Actually, Senzak was on a live stream with me the other day, and we were talking about. He was there too, I believe. I think that was the show he was at too. But in a month's period, I saw Cannibal Corpse, and then I saw Pantera, and then I saw Metallica. Bam, 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 just all my first 3 concerts, back to back to back, just heavy hitters out the gate. You must have been
so disappointed when you saw Metallica. They played Unforgiven 8.
That was Yeah, Metallica was they were touring the Live Shit Binge and Purge box set.
Okay, that was still not too bad, Metallica. Okay.
But the show that I was at is on YouTube, and it's like the worst era of Pantera or of Metallica that there is.
I disagree, but
I'm just saying, like, looks wise. I mean, Kirk had some sort of like dreadlock things going on. That's when Jason was like shaved his head, was wearing like the baggy shorts and the baggy shirts, and James had the mullet because of the accident and whatever. Lars still looked cool. That was the one time Lars looked cooler than the rest of the guys. But yeah,
but there's something about Lars' foreskin that always fucks up. Like every time I see him, I'm like, he's uncircumcised. It's just it's not sexy. It's not. Trim that shit just a little off the top.
Scribble says, "You lucky fucks got to see Pantera. I was 9 years old when they broke up."
Ouch! Ouch! Wow. I'm a grandpa. You don't have to make me feel like a grandpa. Holy shit! 9 years old when they broke up. What are you, fucking 12? I'm bad at math.
Math are hard. But yeah, let's remove that there. Yeah, man, the first time I saw first time I saw Pantera was there, and then I think I saw Pantera like 11 or 12 times, and then I saw Damage Plan once. So luckily got to see all of them go.
I skipped out on Damage Plan. I talked to Jason Bittner about it when when you hooked me up with the Overkill show.
Yeah.
In the interview, because it was Shadows Fall open up for Damage Plan.
Nice.
And and like the whole band was so cool to me.
Zach was 5 when they broke up.
Yeah, then when I talked to Bittner, and I was like, yeah, I was supposed to go to that show, and unfortunately, it was on a Wednesday, and I was like, I never got to see Shadows Fall. I was like, yeah, we only played for about 8 fucking years afterwards. You couldn't make it. I was just like, no.
Sorry,
will you sign my Art of Shredding CD or whatever the fuck that was? I was like, sorry.
Yeah, I saw there was a Canadian in the chat room there for a minute. Wally, where is he at?
I didn't notice their comments because they were so nice.
Yeah, Wally Norton popped in here.
Oh, Wally Norton! Holy shit! Wally, did you get to hang out with the Canadian badasses at Rockin' Pod? What was that, 2 or 3? 2. We got to hang out. We were in the fucking Camaro man shed, and they gave me a contest to see like how Canadian you are. Like if you can get all these Canadian questions right. I fucked it totally up. I think I got free healthcare, and other than that, I missed every question.
Closest Scribble came to Pantera was Hell Yeah. Not a fan of theirs, but they kicked ass live.
Ouch. Yeah, that's rough. Rough.
I almost didn't go to the Hell Yeah show that was here. I was actually here in Louisville when I lived here the first time.
You almost didn't go?
Almost didn't go. And then like the people I was hanging around with were like, you know what? We should go to that show. I was just like, I don't know. I'm not a big fan. And then
they should call that band Fuck No. Jesus Christ.
Oh, not Hell Yeah. I'm sorry. Hell Yeah. I've seen Hell Yeah a few times, but no. I was thinking about Damage Plan. Yeah. I almost didn't see Damage.
Oh, that's
Plan.
right. Yeah. I love that Damage Plan album. I know a lot of people don't like it, but my liver still hurts after the hang from Rockin' Pod too. Yeah. So does your mother's uterus. Oh my God. I miss Chris Czynszak, goddamn. I miss Rockin' Pod. I cannot wait for Rockin' Pod because it'll be the debut of Diabolus In Podcastica, or as will be called at that point, Rockcocks. At Rockin' Pod. I hope everything works out and we get to do that next year, because it's really sad to know that we should be only a couple of weeks away from going to Rockcocks. We should be only a couple of weeks away from going to Rockin' Pod. Damn it. Yeah. And Alice Cooper should be there. Oh shit! I don't know if I should have said that.
Was Alice Cooper supposed to be?
I'm sorry, I'm drunk.
Nice.
I meant Hurricane Alice. It's going to be a reunion of Hurricane Alice at next year's Rockin' Pod. That'll put asses in the seats.
That sounds more likable. More likely to happen.
More affordable.
I don't know.
I actually saw. I went to Alpine Valley. It was the World Series of Rock and Roll. It was Hurricane Alice. I want to say, was it Johnny Crash? No, Hurricane Alice, Bad English, Great White, Skid Row, and Whitesnake. And
Wow.
I was 16, and Hurricane Alice opened up the show, and me and my buddy split a 6-pack, and we passed out during Hurricane Alice. We woke up, it was Bad English. We went back to sleep.
Snuggled back up to him.
Yeah. But that was my first time seeing Skid Row, and I hated Skid Row. Hated Skid Row till I saw them live at that show. And they played Cold Gin by Kiss. And then I was like, okay, they're cool. Great White kicked ass as always. Every time I saw Great White, they were Great White. And got to see Whitesnake with Steve Vai.
Oh, nice.
Which was pretty fucking cool. Like I just remember Steve Vai's guitar solo. He had this Ibanez, like broken glass Ibanez, and he crawled up on the amps and laid on the amps and did a solo, and like this mirror ball's hitting the guitar and it's going everywhere. And I was just like, yeah, give me all your love tonight, Steve Vai. It's pretty kick ass.
That's too good.
But,
Scribble's got a question. Did you hear about the guys from ICP issuing a beatdown of that pedo dude from Blood on the Dance Floor?
Who is Blood on the Dance Floor? I barely know who ICP is, but who is Blood on the Dance Floor?
Blood on the Dance Floor, I believe, is like one of those emo-ish bands, but they got the little, singer or whatever. But over the years, he's been accused many a time of some pedophilia. And I guess ICP kind of came out of nowhere and was just like, if you see this dude on the streets, you know what to do. And then they ended up doing like a podcast with Chris Hansen from Catch a Predator, all about Davey Vane, I think is his name. Am I right there, Scribble? But so yeah, that's pretty.
Vane?
Davey, what's his name? Not Davey Vane. Blood on the Dance Floor.
I don't know. ICP can suck a dick straight up. I can't stand that shit. That shit's terrible. But Blood on the Dance Floor don't sound like no walk in the park either. I don't know. I hope they all beat the shit out of each other, like in a stair match, one of those ladder matches where they beat the shit out of each other.
Davey Vanity.
I don't know who the fuck that is.
Yeah.
What is he, like in AFI or some fucking gay shit like that? Like Green Day? I don't know. I hate all that shit.
Right. Yeah. So it's a mess, man. But yeah, it's pretty crazy. These pedophiles, they're getting they're about to get called out with old homegirl getting arrested too.
I just want to go on record here that I'm not cool with fucking kids, unless by kids you mean goats, because I think little goats are called kids, and that's okay if you live in Indiana. It's kind of frowned upon, north of the Mason-Dixon, but if you live like next door to fucking Joshua Toomey and you hate Judas Priest, but you want to fuck a goat, who am I to judge?
Right.
That's all I'm saying.
It happens. It happens. Corey Robinson, ha ha ha. ICP, definitely not good.
Davey something.
Yeah, Davey.
It might have been Davey Jones from the Monkees.
It probably was.
Yeah. The dude from the Monkees might have fucked a chimpanzee that was underage. Who knows?
Have you listened to the Great White Stage?
How about this? You introduced the Ask Wadzilla segment, and I'm going to go ask my toilet to take some piss. And see, we come up with some questions, because I've only got like fucking 12 beers left, and I got to work tomorrow. So we're gonna wrap this up here in the next 5 hours. I gotta pee. Be right back.
All right. Well, once again, back to just me talking to you guys. Let's fill up this comment section with some Ask Ian questions, because that is our new segment taking place of the something old, something new. So we're gonna do Ask Ian. So if you guys have any questions about life, love, finances, career choices, anything else, pop them up in the comments section, and we will ask those to Ian, and he will give some of his grand Ian advice to everyone out there checking us out. So we'll start filling up the comments. I know Scribble has some questions for life, some life questions with Ian. Scribble is true, though. Their music ain't great, but they're millionaires who made it independently and don't even have a 9th grade education. Yeah, I know Scribble's all about the juggalos with his rap career and stuff. So,
Bone Thugs and Harmony?
No, he was talking about
ICP
once again.
They're fucking millionaires?
Oh, yeah, like probably a few times over.
God damn, we need some of that Fago money, god damn it. We need to get them as a sponsor. Who drinks that shit?
Well, I remember even just watching ICP VHSs back in the day, learning about them, and they were, even back in the 90s, they had an entire warehouse of just crap going on. Just crap going on with the t-shirts and the skateboards and all that stuff.
You can talk white people into anything, apparently, except buying or wearing a mask.
All right, Ian, you ready? We're getting a couple.
Do we have some questions?
All right. What does Ian prefer, corn or flour tortillas?
Ooh, depends on the mood. I do like some flour tortillas, but corn's not bad. You know what I like is a Taco Bell double-decker that has both. I'm a big fan of the Taco Bell double-decker tacos. But if I had to pick one, boy, that's tough. I don't know. I like them both. I'm a very large man. I like both.
I'm a big fan of the flour tortillas. We bought some corn. I accidentally bought some corn tortillas the other day, and I was not a fan of them.
Oh, yeah. They're good. I love it when they cut your gums, like when they're extra stale and just like shred the shit out of your mouth.
All right. Besides the Raiders, which NFL team do you like or root for from Cal Hines?
Would have to be the Chicago Bears. They're, for the most part, I was born and raised, in the south suburbs of Chicago. I do not hate the Bears. I root for the Bears unless they're playing the Raiders, but my heart bleeds silver and black. But other than that, Bears would. I'm not a fan of people who have two teams. I hate that shit. I hate you pick a team and you fucking stick with it. But I just have to say, from a hometown aspect, I'm a fucking Yankee. I'm an Illinois boy. So Bears.
Bears. I think I've always had a soft spot for the Bears.
Your mom's got a soft spot for the Bears too.
There you go.
What?
He's high as fuck on legal. Corey Robertson says, "I've got nothing. I'm high as fuck on legal Canadian edibles, so I'm mostly here for the comments. I love it." All right, Scribble says, for Ian, if I fuck a girl in the ass and then in the pussy while my dick is covered in shit, is that bad?
Depends. And those are pants you wear when you shit yourself. If you like her, yes, it's bad. If you like a girl, that's not good karma, not a good way to get a second date, and it's a very easy way to get pink eye. But if you don't care, if it's like a one night thing, and she's an ICP fan, then she'll probably get off on it. Don't worry about it.
Cal, I'm from Packerland, live in Tennessee, but love the Raiders.
Yes, Cal.
Andy's a friend of Aaron Camaro, so at least he's got
Aaron Camaro, the golden throat.
All right, Risk or Saint Anger?
Risk or Saint Anger? Oh boy, I got to go Saint Anger. That's like that tells you how shitty Risk is. Risk is really, really fucking bad. Like I would probably rather listen to Poison's Flesh and Blood than fucking Risk. That crush him. That shit's horrible. Saint Anger ain't too fucking good either, with those trash can drums. But I do love All Within My Hands, the last song. I think it's very strong. And I think that was Metallica kind of going back in the right direction, but it took a long time. Just like I think, what's that? Death Magnetic. They're moving. They're trying to get back to a band that you give a shit about, but it's not quite there. You know, no more fucking Unforgivens. God damn it.
Dice or Kinnison?
Oh, Kinnison all day long. And I love Dice. And I love Dice. And so does your mother. But Kinnison all day long.
Yeah, as a kid, man, those Kinnison tapes. I mean, I guess the Dice tapes too, but those Kinnison tapes where he's just like, some of the stuff he said even then, you know.
Yeah. No, I love Dice. I love Dice, don't get me wrong, but Dice is a one-trick pony where Kinnison had a lot to offer. Kinnison, I put up there with Pryor, with Carlin, with Lenny Bruce. I mean, he left it all on the fucking stage with his personal life, everything he's gone through, where Dice is a very much a contrived character. You know, he's Dice when he's on stage. And it's funny. It's funny. Don't get me wrong. I mean, it's sophomoric. It's locker room humor. Humor. But Kinnison was the real fucking deal.
All right. Yeah. Kinnison, just even like when he's just like, I think it was like when the big Ethiopian thing was going on with like feed the kids. He's like, it's sand. You can't plant anything in the sand.
Was he right? I know there's a lot of people would like to believe that. Yeah, Kinnison all day.
All right. Favorite hockey team for you and Josh from Eric Jordan.
I am not the world's hugest hockey fan, but I got to pick a team. It's Blackhawks, baby. Chicago Blackhawks.
Yeah, growing up
until Chris Chelios went to the fucking Detroit Red Wings. Fuck the Detroit Red Wings. I don't care who wins as long as the Detroit Red Wings fucking lose. Fuck the Red Wings. Yeah,
growing up in Nashville, obviously a Predators fan, and been to many a Predators game. And
when did you guys get hockey? What 19 fucking 89 or 99?
98.
Not Nashville fucking hockey. Yeah, that's like the Nashville scientists. Jesus Christ.
Hey, it was a lot of fun, and the year we went to the Stanley Cup, I believe we swept the Blackhawks that year. So
whatever, go puck yourself.
Yeah. Matt Weller's Dick says, would you rather pump her in the dumper or kiss her in the pisser?
Depends. Another shit joke. I love fucking a chick in the ass if she's receptive, you know. Like, I hate the girl, like, I'm going to do it, you know, because I like you, but ow, you know. But I'm a big fan of cunnilingus, too, but it's got to be right, you know.
Right.
It's you know, it's got to taste right, and I prefer when it doesn't taste like piss. I mean, it's not a deal closer, you know, if you take it in the ass. I don't know. I would say pump her in the dumper because I'll eat every chick out. To me, that's like salad before the steak.
Right.
You know, that it's just common courtesy. It's good karma. You always eat a chick out. Always. And that's a good way to, you know, make sure she gets her nut before you even do what you're going to do, because that covers it. You know, what if she's got that super pussy that just grabs your shit and fucking melt, and you're like, ugh, you know, and embarrass yourself. At least you made her come first, and pussy tastes good. But goddamn, you get a chick that'll take it in the ass and like likes it. Marry her. You know, it'll be worth what you pay for the divorce. Trust me.
Half your shit.
Yeah, which is nothing. Okay, I'll give him the '80s Kiss records.
Roadhouse or Point Break?
Ooh, oh, fuck you for even asking. That's goddamn. You know, people talk about, you know, the Civil War, the North and the South. The Roadhouse or Point Break? Ouch. You know, I used to fuck guys like Matt Weller's Dick in prison. That's a Roadhouse joke. Ooh, goddamn, that is hard. And I hate to say this because the beloved Patrick Swayze is dead. And my dad said he was a pretty cool guy. My dad worked on a movie with Patrick Swayze, by the way. I don't know. I got to go Point Break. I'm sorry. Point Break. It's got the Rat song in it.
There you go. All right. Phoebe Cates or Kelly LeBrock?
Ooh.
From Eric Jordan.
That's a tough. I like some Phoebe Cates, but Kelly LeBrock was married to Steven Seagal, so I like a chick who can take a punch. Kelly LeBrock.
Yeah, I was making sure that was. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go Phoebe Cates on that one. All right, that looks like all of the questions for the Ask Ian segment.
That's it. I was hoping for something philosophical,
right? Like the relationship advice.
Right. But I'm actually glad about that because I'd feel bad if I said something, some horrible advice that somebody made a bad life choice. But if your biggest question is, should I watch Roadhouse or fucking Point Break? It's a win-win. Those are all good movies. I'm looking forward to more serious questions, though, in the future.
Yeah, next week we'll have to go with the more serious questions. These were fun. This has been fun. Did you enjoy your evening tonight?
I did. Once I got drunk, I enjoyed it. But it was a little rough. I felt weird about doing this, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. So, let us know in the comment section. But I'm blind drunk, so I can't read the questions too much anymore. But
we just got Aaron Camaro love in this.
But in all seriousness, let us know. Do you guys like the live shit? Does it feel more special because you can talk to us and ask us stuff? Or are you just like, I can't always show up on a Thursday at this time. I like to just download your shit. I'd like to hear some feedback on this seriously because, Toomey made me do this. So, great show. Okay, thank you, Eric. I appreciate it.
And the nice thing is, obviously this will be available for download tomorrow, so we can record and get these out a lot quicker. So
my feeling is like, okay, Toomey wants to do this just so he doesn't have to edit. And I see that smile on your face, and I know it's true. And I'm not bitching because I don't edit. I'm the fucking talent. I tell dick jokes. That is the limit of my capacity. And I get because you have a very successful show that you still do. And in all seriousness, I totally understand that, and I understand that takes a lot of time. And then what you do for this show, I'm very understanding. But this was you making me go out of my comfort zone. And,
Michael Lynch, awesome show, guys. Thanks. Fucked my work day, but hey.
Yeah. All right. You called in. He called in today. That's Michael Lynch. Awesome. Listener of mine for a long time. Edited some great fan episodes for Rock and Metal Combat Podcast. But yeah, let me know, is this something you guys really enjoyed? Is this something that you would say, okay, I'm not going to watch Grey's Anatomy tonight. I'm going to, watch these unattractive men. Well, an unattractive man and a little lady with glued on beard. I hope you guys like this. We're trying to make this show grow and give it its own identity. And Josh, you're a great co-host. I appreciate everything you do. And
I don't think you said pussy one time on the show.
All boys left. If you guys want to keep going, any more questions?
Super duper rules. Matt Weller's dick. Super duper fun. Man, this has been a lot of fun, and I think it's been a lot. I've enjoyed the interaction with the listeners and getting all the stuff going here, man. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, I do. I think one thing I will say about this is I think this really brings out how good you are. I think you bounced off this show really good. Yeah. I'm lathering up. I'm playing with the stepchildren, but I'm still like, doing it. But no, I think, this is something new for you, and people get to know you a little bit more too, even though I chew up all the scenery, but that's because I'm fatter. But I hope the listeners like this, and let your friends know, man.
Yeah.
Let them know, like, hey, this is something cool, to check out and listen to, and I'm really proud to be part of this show, and Any more questions? Any more questions? I'm starting to get sappy here. Are you Fred Durst?
Yeah.
Are you Fred Durst? No, I have a job, actually. I'm not Fred Durst.
Cal Hines, it's cool.
Roland Rock gives terrible farts.
I will say to Cal that Decibel Geek will copy this soon. Well, it just they're allowed to copy anything they want that I've ever done for as many things as I've ripped off from them.
Oh, no shit. Like, who hasn't stolen from Decibel Geek? Oh, my God.
Right.
Pretty much, all the bad shit that we do is stolen from Decibel Geek. The good shit I stole from History Science Theater. But all the bad shit, I have to give Chris Sinzak credit for. But right. Roland Rock, I have a terrible fart right now. But I feel bad for the guy working with me tomorrow.
Right. All right. Well, that has been another episode of Diabolus In Podcastica. Make sure you're heading over to the official Diabolus In Podcastica Facebook page, sharing this episode, and becoming a henchman, letting everyone know that you listen. Let your friends, family know that you listen. Become our henchmen. Do our dirty work.
Chris Sinzak's feeling love. I love Chris Sinzak. I love this guy.
Well, cool, man. So for Diabolus In Podcastica, I've been Joshua Toomey.
I'm Wadzilla. Fuck it. I'm going to stick around because I got 2 beers left. So you can go do what you got to do. I'm going to hang out with Chris Sinzak, Cal Hines, Weller's Dick, Gonzalez. Steel Panther, yay or nay? I like Steel Panther. What do you think?
I enjoy them. I mean, they're goofy for what they are.
You got to go to bed, or what are you doing? You gonna get late?
So Mr. Not wanting to do this now wants to hang out and drink beers.
I know, but God damn it, I got 2 tall boys left.
2 tall boys left.
2 tall boys left.
Well, if we can get some more stuff coming in here.
All right.
What is this?
Alien Gonzalez. Oh my God, that's the kid that made it over on the boat. Okay.
This is this is some Limp Bizkit lyrics.
Oh, okay.
I believe he's a Talk To Me listener. I believe I've seen his name pop up in the Talk To Me page.
Alien Gonzalez. I saw that motherfucker on CNN. Steel Panther is one of the best shows I ever saw. So much fun. Yeah, I would like to see them. They played here in New Orleans, and I missed it because it was on a school night. But I would like to see them. Great singer. Really good voice.
Cal said he saw them in Vegas before they hit it big. Was that when they were called, like, what were they called, like the Metal Show or Metal Shop?
Metal School. I think they were Metal Shop. Metal School.
Metal Time.
Yeah. Before that, they were called Days of the New. Those songs are terrible.
Days of the New from Louisville, Kentucky.
All right. What about little Chris Sinzak? If he's still here, does little Chris Sinzak have any questions? Favorite Southern food to cook? And what's your favorite when eating out? Tim Rollins. I don't like to cook, but I just started cooking recently. Because I've always had chicks who cooked. That's why I got so big. And then when I got single, I started eating a bunch of trash because I didn't have anybody to cook. But recently I've been cooking a shrimp stir fry that I really love. And it's basically like red peppers, green peppers, shrimp. I don't know. It's good. It's good. But as you can see, it's not working because I'm still a piece of shit.
Southern food, I enjoy. I enjoy most Southern foods. Big on the meat and 3. You go to a place, you get the old meat and 3. But
what is a meat and 3?
1 meat, 3 vegetables. So we're 3 sides. So, and
3
then
sides of the coin to choose from. See, Kiss fans, what a horrible song. What a horrible. It's an even worse podcast. But what a horrible song. Who listens to that shit?
I like a good country fried steak with gravy.
Ooh, I like some country fried steak. Yeah, I do love that shit. I love it. It's like I love Cracker Barrel, but I just hate the customers.
Yeah. That was where the wife and I went a lot when we first started dating. For some reason, we always ended up at Cracker Barrel.
well, it was a very popular parking lot. Ian, say pussy. Pussy. Pussy, 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 pussy. Apparently, I said pussy a lot in the last episode.
Yes, you did.
And some people liked it. I don't remember. I remember kind of going off on a pussy thing, but people like to hear me say pussy, pussy, pussy. Is it better to keep cutting fingernails, or should you just cut your fingertips off? Oh my God. I'm a very firm believer. I cut the shit out of my fingernails and my toenails. I do not like fingernails or toenails. I snort coke like a man through a straw. I don't like fingernails. Not on a man. But I like a chick with nails, but not like obnoxious nails. But I like the ones that, like, if they scratch your back, you feel it.
Mm-hmm.
But not like obnoxious to where, you know, you can't touch their fucking hands because you'll break their fucking coke nails. Yeah. I'm undecided on nails. What else we got?
We got a couple more and I'm going to bed. Right.
How about somebody ask Josh Toomey a question? He's got a lot to say. You know, Josh Toomey's a very interesting person with a lot of great views.
Oh, yeah. All my great views.
And the crowd goes silent. Come on, somebody ask Josh Toomey a question.
I think there's a lag in the comment section here. Yeah, you know, everybody loves Ian. Everybody loves Ian. That's why it's an Ask Ian segment, you know?
Stop. I know I was intimidated by that too when I saw that, because I kind of like in a have like an alcoholic haze. I remember you saying like, oh, we'll do an advice segment. So I thought it was going to be like Ask Us. And then I saw you put up a thing like Ask Ian. I'm like, oh, fuck. Oh, put it, you know, let me get sued, you know?
I'm smart. That's how I do it.
You know, in my defense, the kid looked 12, you know, shit, you know, God damn. Come on. Somebody got a question for Mr. Joshua Toomey. All right.
Here it is. What is the worst interview Toomey ever had, and why was it Doyle? Oh man, yeah, Doyle was definitely up there on that one.
That was a bad time, huh?
Yeah, he had to wait till he got into full Doyle regalia. I went up on his little tour bus thing that he had. I think I got 10 minutes of like yes and no's and mumbles, and yeah, it was bad trying to get him to talk. It was awful. But
really?
But yeah,
you should have been like, why did you dress up like Wes Borland, and why?
But yeah, I think trying to think, Doyle was pretty bad.
My worst interview was Ron Keel.
No.
Yeah, Ron Keel. Yeah.
You can't ever have a bad interview with Ron Keel.
Nice guy. Fun drunk. I like that he likes to drink, but man, we had him on the show and on my old show, and Jesus, he just wasn't getting it. Didn't get my sense of humor. You know, Ron Keel. Yeah, that's my worst interview.
Going through real quick to kind of see if there's anything else that jumps out. But
at least Doyle's a star. You know.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't have too many tough interviews. I did. I will put them on blast right now. But and I know you love Head PE, but I was supposed to have the singer of Head PE on last night at 6:30. I called him like 5 times straight to voicemail. The publicist said, if you have any issues getting in touch with them, call me directly. Call him directly, and he was like basically straight to voicemail. No, and I email him like, hey, if you want to reschedule this, let me know. Nothing. It's all silent. That is the most unprofessional shit I've ever had happen. It was yesterday.
Right, but I mean, goddamn, it's the lead singer from Head PE. In his defense, the guy that was supposed to show up at 7:00 at 7-Eleven was late. You know, Head PE. You know, it's funny you said, because I saw like there was a Head PE story on Blabbermouth, and I'm like, really? That's still a thing? Head PE? Oh my God! I actually saw Head PE open up for somebody. Oh God, that's some terrible shit. That's why people hate new metal.
I get it. Yeah.
Rockin' Pod 3. Me. Nobody drank more than me.
Well, I mean, I think you're the only person that like wheeled down a cooler, I think, at Rockin' Pod 3.
Yeah.
I drank after everyone was done. I think I might have got you on Rockin' Pod 1, but I think Rockin' Pod 3 was probably you.
No, I beat you every Rockin' Pod, but Rockin' Pod 3, my former co-host got into a fight with Sonny Pooney.
How do you get in a fight with Sonny Pooney?
Yeah, how do you get in a fight with Sonny Pooney, right? So I see Sonny Pooney, and he goes, "Hey, no hard feelings." I'm like, "Buddy, I ain't got no hard feelings. I love you, Sonny." And he goes, "Look under your table." And there was a case of PBR. Little did he know that I showed up to Rockin' Pod 3 with a case of Rolling Rock. So I had 2 cases of beer under my table. And I drank all that shit. And if you see my performance on Twisted Sister, it's obviously why.
Yes, Chris I remember being at the bar at the after party after Rocket Pod last year.
Yeah. But you had the infamous meeting with the striper guy. You know, I just talked to him in the bathroom. And once I found out my dick was bigger, then I knew there was a God.
Jeez Louise.
But you had the interesting encounter with him, I should say, that I've heard Baco saved you from.
You know, people just need to let it go. No, I had a lot of fun that night, man. And, I think Baco actually saved me. I think I was about to like beeline towards David Ellefson again. And I think Baco just kind of turned me and like pushed me towards the, my hotel room. And I was like, that's probably where he saved me.
I will say there is one point in the night at Rockin' Pod 3 that in my mind I tried to save you. But it turns out I had nothing to save you from. And I won't go into that because that's some shit you motherfuckers will have to pay for. But there was a moment where I was like, oh, I got to save Josh Toomey from himself. But I was way off the mark. I was like, this motherfucker much cooler than me. What's up, Tommy? Tommy the cat wants some attention right here. He wants some loving.
Ian, do you like the Kill, Marry, Fucks on Decibel Geek?
I've just recently found out about them. And by that, I mean Decibel Geek. But no, I've heard there are some Kill, Marry, Fucks that include me, and they're submitted by Matt Wellersdick, and 9 times out of 10, the people have no idea who I am, and I get that. And hopefully I'm in the fuck department. They just throw out a random like, what the hell, Hope the other 2 are like Rue McClanahan and G. Gordon Liddy.
Cat's not letting you not pay attention to me. All right. Look at Tommy. Tommy's a star. Tommy the talking cat. He brings the metal meow. Tommy, say something. He ain't saying shit. He wants money up front. Nice. All right, man. Well, I'm ending this.
All right, you got to go to bed. And
it is late.
Yeah,
your old man alarm went off a few minutes ago, so we got to.
I know that was my old man alarm. That's so funny you say that. You know what that is? That's it's 10 o'clock. You need to drink your white vinegar and go to bed. It's like a weight loss thing, and it's supposed to help you. And
nice.
It's sad. It's a sad existence here in the pandemic.
Well, Kristen Zach says, good job, guys. So I will say thank you to everybody in the comment section for hanging out with us. Thanks, Ian, for doing this. Thanks, Tommy the cat over there. That is his name. Yeah. And this has been a lot of fun. We'll have to do this again next week.
All right. But next week, we got to do it on a Friday when I can get really fucked up because I have bath salts that I'm not tapping into on a Thursday night.
All right, man. We are out.
All right. Love you all. Thank you for listening and checking it out. Next week.